My name's Christoph Heller. I'm an electrical engineering student at the University of Washington, and I got the chance to go with KWH to Zambia last summer as part of the assessment trip. I've been working with KWH for a little bit, for like a couple months, just doing electrical engineering stuff, power systems, solar analysis. Just went to Zambia, talked to different communities, discussed with them what their plans were with solar, how we could help them, what their needs were, and basically just got to know communities and figured out which communities we could help out the most. There's a couple clubs at the University of Washington, and I'm affiliated with UW Grid, and I'm affiliated with a club that's affiliated with KWH. So they kind of give some advising to our club, and so that's how I heard about them. And then I started going to their meetings bi-weekly. There's no commitment, there's no necessary meetings you have to go to. You just help out as much as you want. And the people there are so kind and helpful that I just kept going week after week. And eventually I got so invested in it, I was so into all the projects we're working on that I wanted to go there to Zambia. So, and then they offered the assessment trips, and that's what I went on. I would absolutely encourage people to join KWH. There's bi-weekly meetings on Thursdays right now, and they meet every week. There's like a general meeting every other week and then a technical meeting every other week. There's no commitment. You can go whenever you want. If you have a busy week, you don't have to go. But you can help out no matter what your skill set is. You can help out with writing certain documents. You can help out with technical things. You can help out even on like the business side. You can look up KWH online and get all the information there. My favorite experience in Zambia. So the first community we went to was a community called Cheba, and when we got there, we're all driving in a car. We're exhausted. We've been driving for an hour or so, and then when we got out, the entire community was there, extremely excited to meet us, and they greeted us with a dance. And it's customary in that community that when new people arrive, you dance with them, you include them in the dance, and you have to sort of dance along with them. And I wasn't aware of this, so I didn't know what to do. I just kind of stood there kind of awkwardly. I didn't know what was happening. And so I didn't end up joining in the dance. And I was like, man, that was such a bummer. And then the next community we went to, though, I was like, okay, if they dance, I'm going to join in on this one. And we get there, we arrive, and just like last time, they greet us with a dance. And they have drums, they have all sorts of crazy rhythmic things going on in the dance. And it was one of my favorite experiences, just sitting there in a circle, dancing. One person would jump in, hit some crazy dance, then I would jump in, hit some crazy dance, and then we'd cycle through. That was probably one of my favorite experiences for sure. The big impact the assessment trip had was giving communities an idea how their community could grow with solar. And so, when we left the community, almost every single community we visited, we left with a sense of hope and excitement and encouragement. And you could see that the communities were really excited to theorize about how solar could change their communities, but also see that come into place. Like, for example, in Hambalele, when you see the building being constructed, and in a couple months there's going to be solar on that, you're going to have a milling station, you're going to have a refrigerator in there. It improves the communities, helps them grow. And I think it was really amazing to see the excitement and the hope on people's faces when I was leaving. Yeah. Well, I would say Kilowatts for Humanity is a great organization. I have never regretted helping out there. Every time I go to a meeting, I just leave feeling like I've done something good. The work is honestly quite fun. The people are super kind. And what Kilowatts for Humanity is trying to do is really amazing. It's not just working for profit. It's actually talking to communities and helping them in ways that helps them. What Kilowatts for Humanity does extremely well is they actually go to the communities, talk with them, talk to individuals in the community, and figure out specifically what they need for growth. And Kilowatts for Humanity bases what we do on what the community needs. Instead of sort of taking what we have and putting on the community, we instead figure out what they need and then help them with that, which I think it's the best way, I think, to actually help the communities. So yeah, really great organization.